It will have the feature that we all wanted to see. We've got benchmarks that show huge improvements and news that Samsung are also going to be doing what we all hoped they wouldn't. Before we get started though, please like the video if you're a fan of Samsung and let me know in the comments what device you're watching today's video on. But the first story of the day is about the Samsung Galaxy S21 packaging. As we know, Samsung mocked Apple for the removal of the power brick and the headphones from the packaging, and then there have been many rumours since that Samsung would be following suit. The earphones were of course removed from many of the old Samsung packages since the Note 10, and Samsung have since deleted the Facebook post where they posted a picture of their charger brick along with the comment included with your Galaxy. While it's not solid confirmation, this is a pretty good indicator that there's going to be no power brick with the Galaxy S21. Next up, for those of you that are into your TWS earbuds, we've got news of the Galaxy Buds Pro to launch alongside the S21. The new Galaxy Buds Pro are going to offer 20% more battery life than the Live, and each earbud is going to have a 61 mAh battery along with a 472 mAh charging case. According to the leak, we now have 20 hours of total battery life, and the Buds Pro come with an 11mm bass driver, a 6.5mm tweeter, and dual coaxial speakers. They'll also support multiple levels of active noise cancellation up to 35 decibels. Next up, we've got news that Samsung have finally leveled the playing field for the Galaxy S21, and this is going to be a game changer for many. Ice Universe published a tweet saying yes, #Exynos is back, along with a Geekbench 5 result. The Galaxy S21 scored a single-core score of 1089 and a multi-core score of 3963. If we compare them to the Snapdragon, the Exynos got a multi-core score of 3963, which beats the Snapdragon 888's 3319, and the single-core score of 1089 is only slightly lower than the 888's 1120. Now these are still early benchmarks, so these numbers will continue to improve, but it shows that Samsung are finally delivering more equal performance across their devices globally. Now Maury QHD also posted to say that the Exynos 2100 scores higher under the optimal conditions, but according to his source, when the phone is running hot, then the Snapdragon 888 performs better. We're also going to have to wait to properly compare the GPUs for all of you gamers out there. Next up, we've got more confirmation that the S Pen will be supported on the Galaxy S21 Ultra. We've had many rumours and reports, so it was always very likely at this stage, but the Galaxy S21 Ultra has now appeared on the FCC certification website. On the wireless test section of the certificate, it shows that the Galaxy S21 Ultra will support the S Pen functionality, but the phone is not going to have a slot to hold it. As we've discussed before, there's going to be cases to hold it for those that want it, but do not expect the S Pen inside the S21 packaging. It will be sold separately, but there are however rumoured to be launch deals with the S Pen. Overall though, it's really shaping up to be the phone that we all wanted to see. It's also going to be a good trial for Samsung to include S Pen support in the Ultra, and they can then see by the data if people actually end up using it. But we pretty much know everything there is to know now about the Galaxy S21 series, so we're going to run through the whole of the range to help you guys decide if this is the phone for you. For my regular viewers, you guys would have already seen this, so just skip to the next video, but if you are new here, then hit subscribe and we're going to get right into it. First up, we've got the Galaxy S21. This is the smallest in the range and of course the entry-level model. It comes with a 6.2-inch dynamic AMOLED display, but this time round it's reportedly going to be a Full HD Plus display instead of Quad HD, and it will have an in-display fingerprint scanner. 120Hz is expected, but this is going to be an LTPS panel and not adaptive. We get a triple camera setup consisting of a 12 megapixel main sensor, a 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 64 megapixel telephoto camera. It's powered by the 5nm Snapdragon 888 in North America and the Exynos 2100 globally, and it will be 5G compatible. We're expecting similar RAM and storage configurations to the predecessor, so roughly 8 gigs of RAM with 128 storage, and expect microSD support. It's powered by a 4000 mAh battery with 25W fast charging support, and unfortunately the standard Galaxy S21 is not going to have S Pen support. It's coming with 5G, Bluetooth 5.1 and Wi-Fi 6, and the color choices are going to be Phantom Violet, Phantom Pink, Phantom Grey and Phantom White. It will of course ship with One UI 3.1 based on Android 11, and a new report is stating we can expect to see the Galaxy S21 start from $850. Next up, we've got the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. This is the middle of the range and comes with a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED display with an expected Full HD Plus resolution instead of Quad HD, and it of course comes with an in-display fingerprint scanner. 120Hz is expected, but it's going to be an LTPS panel and it's not going to be adaptive. We get a triple camera setup consisting of a 12 megapixel main sensor, a 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 64 megapixel telephoto. It's powered by the 5nm Snapdragon 888 in North America and the Exynos 2100 globally, and it will be 5G compatible. We're expecting similar RAM and storage configurations to the predecessor, so again 8GB of RAM with 128 storage, and expect microSD support. It's powered by a 4800 mAh battery with 25W fast charge support. Now unfortunately, the Galaxy S21 Plus will reportedly not support the S Pen either. It comes with 5G, Bluetooth 5.1 and Wi-Fi 6, and the color choices are going to be Phantom Silver, Phantom Black, Phantom Grey or Phantom Violet, and it will of course ship with One UI 3.1 based on Android 11. Now according to the latest leak, we can expect the Galaxy S21 Plus to start from $1,050, but personally I think this is a little bit optimistic. Finally, we've got the most premium model in the range, and that's the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. The Galaxy S21 Ultra is coming with a 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display with a resolution of 1440 by 3200, and this gives us 511 pixels per inch, and it will of course have the in-display fingerprint scanner. It's a 120Hz adaptive LTPO display, meaning we can use 120Hz at the full Quad HD Plus resolution, and the display will adapt its refresh rate from 1 to 120Hz to help with the power efficiency. We get a quad camera setup consisting of a 108 megapixel HM3 as the main sensor. We also get a 12 megapixel ultra wide and two 10 megapixel cameras for 3x and 10x optical zoom. It's powered by the 5nm Snapdragon 888 in North America and the Exynos 2100 globally, and it will of course be 5G compatible. We're expecting similar RAM and storage configurations to the predecessor, so 12GB of RAM with 128GB storage, and expect microSD support. It's powered by a 5000 mAh battery with rumours of a 65W fast charge, and the best news is that the Galaxy S21 Ultra is finally going to support the S Pen, although it will be sold separately. It's coming with 5G, Bluetooth 5.1, Wi-Fi 6, and the colour choices are going to be Phantom Black or Phantom Silver. It will of course ship with One UI 3.1 based on Android 11, and the latest price leak reports that the Galaxy S21 Ultra will start from $1,250. So overall, the Samsung Galaxy S21 range is looking incredible. While it's got minor refinements over the predecessor, they are still huge improvements and make for an incredible overall user experience. Of course, as more information comes in, I'll be sharing it with you guys straight away, but as always, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. Who out there is excited for the Galaxy S21? Who out there is in the Exynos regions? And who out there is in the Snapdragon? But thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up.